money has been sent to your account.
I am so excited.
Hi family, how are you today? So today we're gonna, you know what, get rid of the script. Let's talk. I decided that it's not gonna be just blood related family experiences.
The community
Yes.
is family.
Things Jamaican. Promoting brand Jamaica. What type of book do you want to write? Is it blog posts compiled into the book form? Is it lecture summary? Is it your personal story? Is it information about your area of specialization? Is it a comic book? What kind of book is in your heart? I am an author and I have written 2 books that are published on Amazon, as well as another one that you will want to hear about. So stick around for the end of this video. I decided to do just a heart-to-heart with you because we're family, and I'm just going to tell you straight up, how did I get to write and publish books? I'm going to tell you everything that I've done, or try to tell you everything, because you know it's going to be so much to share, but I'm willing to share because I know that there are so many persons who have story to tell. You have something burning inside of you that you want to share with the world. So if you are someone who have a burning desire to get a book out, whatever type of book it is, because there are different types of books, you can do it. So first we want to debunk some ideas and some self-doubting issues that we have. All of us do go through that, like, who's going to listen to my story? I mean, okay, I have an idea, but I don't think it's good enough. And probably some of you have started writing and just put it aside because you just don't think it's fitting, and it's a topic that is out there already, or so many persons have written about whatever already. This many persons have written about topics that you like to talk about or stories that you'd like to share, but it's not you. They wrote those stories, they wrote about those issues, they wrote about those things that you want to get out to the world, not you. So we want to hear your story, your side of the story. Okay, so we're gonna put aside those judgment, self-diminishing thoughts, and just think about getting your first book out. So don't think that, I'm not good enough, or I don't have the money to do it. Other persons just feel like, it's not possible for me. And that's why I just decided to talk to you from the heart, because if it is possible for me to do it, a girl from Spanish Town, Jamaica, I wrote my book back in 2018. This is the first one big Irie family, and when I wrote this book I had $0, and this book is on Amazon. I woke up the other day and I saw sales on the book, and I saw a message, money has been sent to your account. I cried. I wrote this book in 2018 and I am still benefiting from it. That's what you call passive income, because you do the work once, you put it there, you don't have to do anything more, unless I want to change the cover or something in the future, but I really don't need to do anything more to it except like some marketing from time to time. It just makes money for me. I'm not going to tell you that it's $1 million, okay? I'm not going to tell you that you can make a living off book, or you can quit your job tomorrow and sell books. Some persons do make it by selling books. Being an author, you have authority. So let's talk a little bit about what a book can do for you. So as I've said before, a book doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be rich. If you know Dan Locke, he is a millionaire. He has written so many books, and he will tell you.
Some people, they try to make money from the book. Well, if your goal is trying to make money from the book, I could tell you from experience, don't bother, right? A book, it's a very, very bad business, unless you're Harry Potter, okay?
Brian Tracy also explains that writing a book doesn't necessarily mean that you can make a living off it, but what it does for you is to give you a level of credibility, especially in your area and in your field. If you have knowledge in an area, you can write about it. And you know, the funny thing about it is that many of you already have the book. Yes, the book is already in your head. It's just to get it on the paper. What about those Facebook posts? The long Facebook posts where you express what's on your mind? What about those blogs? What about those journals that you've been keeping with your thoughts? I mean, some persons don't want to go into that vulnerability of sharing their thoughts and their stories with the world. But what about those lecture summaries? You're a lecturer. Summarize your lecture. Put it in the form of a book. I want you to also understand that writing a book doesn't necessarily mean that you have to write a 5,000 page, 200,000, 400, 3,000. There's no limit. There are ebooks, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my latest ebook. You're going to want that ebook because there I give you more secrets about book writing, book publishing. Like, I held back nothing. All I know and everything, I'm going to just link the information below about that ebook. And trust me, you're gonna love it. But I'm just too excited. I was gonna use a whiteboard, but since we're just keeping it cool and down and humble, I'm gonna use a cardboard. So it gives you authority. Do you see that? Authority comes from author. I got that from Dan Locke. Pretty cool, right? The truth be told, when you hear of someone being an author, a certain level of respect and credibility comes to mind, right? Especially in a field of interest. And you're like, oh wow, you're an author, you wrote a book. When I came to Japan and I told my students in my self-introduction that I'm an author, they were appalled. Like, even the teachers were like, sugoi. Sugoi means amazing. It gives you that level of respect. I wrote a book about my family life back in Jamaica because that's what I was passionate about. We're going to talk about how to get your passion and your interests out just further down, but just talking out a little bit about what the book does for you. It gives you that credibility, it gives you that authority, it acts as your business card, it opens doors of opportunity. Of course, it may not be the only tool that opens doors of opportunity. There are many other ways that you can get different opportunities. However, writing a book, depending on what field you want to be into, it also gives a sense of fulfillment. This is something that you've had in your heart and you want to share it with the world. Those are some reasons why people would write a book. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to get the ideas out of your head and onto the paper. So first, what I want you to do, this is going to be like a workshop vibe type video. I want you to get a notebook if you haven't gotten one yet, a notebook and a pen, and come right back. All right, did you get it? Okay, I want you to, without thinking too much, what your friends told you, I don't think you can do it because, you know, a lot of persons are already writing books about goal setting, or boy, unless you're a Harry Potter author, I think your book will reach far enough, miss, but you can try still. Listen, we're gonna put aside all of that, and I want you to just, without thinking about anything, take the paper and the pen and write what comes to your mind, what's in your heart, any title, anything that you're passionate about. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. If you think about it, I don't know what I'm gonna do to you, but don't think about it. Just write something that comes to your heart that you feel so good about, you know. Just put it on the paper. Write it down. Write it down. All right, are you finished? So you have written what's on your heart, right? Okay, what is your message? Okay, what is your message? From a cardboard. So the next thing I want you to write is what, and that is your message. All right, what story you want to share, what information you want to give, what do you want people to get from this book. Okay, go ahead and write that. What is your message? Okay, so your message is quite simply, what is it that you want your audience to know or to enjoy? If it is that about how to take care of a pet bird, or how to take care of fishes, or the best plants in the world, or how you take care of your botanical garden, or life in Jamaica, or life wherever you live, life in America. Probably you want to put a story out about historical information that you've gathered about your family. Maybe you want to talk about travel. Maybe you want to talk about the Bible. What is your message? Anything that comes to your mind that is you're passionate about, because I believe we all have something to share with the world. We have covered what. Next we're going to talk about who. All right, so who is your audience? Who is your audience? The truth is, we cannot write to please everyone. I write about my family life back in Jamaica. Maybe not everyone is interested in that, because of what's happening in the world now, and people are stuck all over the world, and Jamaicans are everywhere. I'm in Japan, you have Jamaicans in the Middle East and in Canada and all over the world, Australia. They might find it very, very useful to just sit back and enjoy this and digest and just feel like, oh, I'm on the beach sipping on some coconut water, you know, and reminiscing on life in Jamaica. And some persons may love Jamaican culture and just feel intrigued, but there are some persons who care zero about Jamaica and whatever I want to talk about Jamaica. So you have to understand your audience. My audience is Jamaicans living abroad, or even Jamaicans living in Jamaica who just love a nice story because there's humorous and it's relatable, or non-Jamaicans who are interested in the Jamaican culture. Think about your audience specifically. What is it that they're interested in? How old are they? What do they do? What is their purpose? Like, what would they enjoy? Now that we've had the what and the who, let's go to why. Why am I writing this bad? I have good penmanship. Why? I need to write better. Why are you sending this message? See, I can write better. Why was I writing like that? Just can't bother. So we're looking at what, who, now why. Are you enjoying it so far? We have looked at what, who, and now we're going to talk a little bit about why. Why are you sending this message? Why is it important to you? It is easy to understand your why in every situation, not just in book writing, because your why will determine how patient you are in getting the project done. Because I'm not going to say it's altogether easy. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of understanding that this is what you want to do. It takes a lot of staying away from negativity and all of that. Understanding why you want to do it and why you want to send this message is very important to keep you motivated, and also to give you a clear perspective of what you're going to put in the book. We'll talk a little bit more about how to start. My first word for you with this is to start. Take your laptop up, or your book and pencil, your book and pen, whatever it is that works for you, and turn off your phone, come off social media, and start to write. Write your thoughts, write your ideas. Don't think about how perfect it is. Don't think about editing. No, because editing comes after all of that. When you start to edit and start to feel like, oh, we need to get this perfect, then that's right away you feel just overwhelmed. Just write. You can try to find a time in the day that works for you. Find a quiet place. If you're a family person, you know, you're a mother and the kids are always disturbing you, you know, once they go to bed, you have your free time or lunchtime, whatever it is, in your car. If you feel better in the mornings, some persons do that, like, oh, when I'm fresh and my mind is clear, I just write, and just put your ideas down, right? Editing comes in afterwards. I hope you have enjoyed that little exercise so far. I know you need more information. I have outlined clearly the steps and what you would definitely need to do for each step in the ebook. So that's why you need to get the ebook. The link is in the description. For the announcement, on August 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure what time that is for you, but that's gonna be like 2 a.m. for me. But that's fine. We just have to work with it because it's a global space, right? There will be a guest author to talk about her book writing journey, and I'm sure you want to hear about it. She's a Jamaican who is now living in Canada, so you can come with your questions. You don't want to miss that live stream, because you know, in live stream you get to ask your questions and you get the response right away, instead of leaving a comment and then, you know, the misunderstanding and all of that. So I hope to see you all on August 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's just get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. 2021 is the year to accomplish and to get all that it is that you want to get. Why not get your book out by the end of the year? You can do it. I did mine in 6 weeks. Remember, we're saying we're getting rid of that attitude of so many things in your mind. You remember what your parents told you. I am very, very excited to start this journey with you all, and I know for sure that I will be hearing a lot of testimonies about persons who have gotten their books out. Put it out there, and whoever is interested in your work can get it. Look, I give thanks for the little $1 and the little cents and the little 2 and the royalties that come to me, because after a while they will add up. And I don't know when someone will believe that this is an awesome book to be had in their store or a library and just buy a batch of it, speaking it into being. So you're putting in the work so you can reap the benefit. And it doesn't mean that you want to produce a book because you want to make money. As I've said before, it's something that is on your heart. My sister has written 2 books and she just wants to get her story out. The last one she did, Giving Up a Life for a Life. She's a student nurse and she was born a nurse. That's just her field, and she got pregnant, and instead of thinking, oh, I'm gonna fall out of school, I need to get rid of this baby or whatever, she gave up the life that she wanted and the life and the passion, put it aside, didn't give it up, put it aside, and gave birth to a life, which is so deep. I got this one, For My Lover by Stacey and Gentes. And we are not rich. Being a student nurse, working a full-time job, you know, that is not someone who has a lot of money at their disposal to say, oh yeah, them have money, them can write. But the journey of 1,000 miles begin with 1 step. Let's do it together. We can. Hope to see you on August 6th, and we will talk some more. Take care.